Let me tell you a story. Not about success, not about money, not about fame. About a normal person, just like you. He wasn't special. He wasn't talented. He didn't have connections. But he had something rare. He refused to quit. And this is how discipline changed his life. The broken start. Every morning he woke up tired. Not just physically, mentally. Bills waiting, dreams fading, phone full of motivational videos, but his real life felt empty. He would scroll, promise himself tomorrow, then repeat. Does this sound familiar? He wanted more, but he didn't know how. The moment everything changed. One night, alone in his room, lights off, phone in hand, he asked himself, what am I doing with my life? No dramatic music, no miracle, just silence. That silence hit harder than any speech. The first hard step. Next morning, alarm rang at 5 a.m. He wanted to snooze. His body begged comfort, but he stood up. That was his first victory. Small, but powerful. He walked outside. Cold air, empty roads. For the first time, he chose discipline over comfort. The lonely grind. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. No praise, no support. Laughed, family doubted. Progress felt invisible, but he showed up. Gym, study, work, repeat. He learned discipline is doing what sucks until it doesn't. Mental warfare. There were nights he cried, days he wanted to quit, moments he felt useless, but he remembered that quiet night. He remembered that empty feeling. He promised himself, I will never go back. Pain became fuel. Loneliness became strength. The turning point. One day, people noticed. Not overnight, slowly. Confidence changed, body changed, mind changed. Same man, different mindset. He didn't become rich, he became disciplined, and that changed everything. Becoming unstoppable. Now, he wakes up early without alarm, trains without excuses, works without distraction. He no longer waits for motivation, he creates momentum. He learned success is boring. It's repetition, it's consistency, it's discipline. And now, that story is your story. You are not broken, you are untrained. You don't lack talent, you lack discipline. Start today. Wake up earlier, move your body, feed your mind, protect your focus. Because the future version of you is watching. Don't disappoint him. This is the art of discipline. If this story hit you, comment discipline. Your journey starts now. Let me ask you something. What do you do when nobody believes in you? When your friends doubt you? Your family questions you? The world ignores you? What do you do when you're struggling in silence and smiling in public? Most people quit, but a few use that pain as fuel. And if you're watching this right now, this message is for you, because no one believed in me. That's why I won. The lonely phase. There's a phase in life nobody talks about. The phase where you wake up tired, you go to sleep worried, you work hard but see no results. People say, be realistic, get a safe job, you're dreaming too big. They don't see your late nights, they don't feel your anxiety, they don't understand your vision, they only see your current position. And that's when it hurts, because you want support, you want encouragement, you want someone to say, I believe in you. But instead, you hear silence, or worse, you hear laughter. The shift. And one day, something changes inside you. You stop explaining yourself. You stop begging for approval. You stop waiting for validation. You realize something powerful. If they don't believe in me, I'll believe in myself. That's when you become dangerous. Not loud, not arrogant, focused, silent, relentless. You stop talking about goals, you start building. You stop seeking attention, you start seeking discipline. Because you understand, nobody is coming to save you. It's you versus you. Work in silence. Let them doubt. Let them underestimate you. Let them think you're weak. While they scroll, you grind. While they party, you practice. While they sleep, you study. You don't announce moves, you make moves. You don't chase motivation, you build habits. Every early morning, every lonely night, every sacrifice, you show up. Even when tired, even when broken, even when nobody claps. Because real warriors train in silence. Pain becomes power. Pain changes people. Some become bitter, some become better. You choose better. You turn rejection into resilience. You turn insults into intensity. You turn heartbreak into hustle. They said you couldn't, so you did. They said you'd fail, so you learned. They ignored you, so you improved. Understand this. Every time they doubted you, they were unknowingly training you, building your skin thicker, making your mind stronger, sharpening your hunger. Pressure created diamonds, and you were under pressure. The winning moment. And one day, they notice. Not because you explained, but because you changed. Now they ask, how did you do it? They forget the nights you cried, the mornings you forced yourself up, the times you almost quit. They only see the result, and that's okay. Because you didn't do this for applause. You did this for survival, for growth, for your future self. You didn't win because they believed. You won because you didn't quit. So if nobody believes in you right now, good. That means you're early. That means you're building something rare. That means your story is still loading. Stay silent. Stay focused. Stay hungry. Let success introduce you. Remember this. You walk alone not because you're weak, but because you're being prepared to lead. You ever notice how some people speak like they're fighting for air? Every sentence is a performance. Every story is proof. Every laugh is louder than it needs to be. Because deep down, they're not trying to communicate, they're trying to be approved. And the funny part? The more they talk, the less power they have. The strongest person in the room isn't the one with the most words, it's the one with the most control. Here's the truth most people won't accept. You don't lose your life in one big failure. You lose it in small reactions. You lose it when you explain yourself to people who already decided you're wrong. When you chase attention from people who benefit from ignoring you. When you argue with someone who enjoys draining your energy. Every time you do that, you're paying with something priceless. Your focus, your peace, your future. So the question isn't, how do I become stronger? The question is, what are you willing to stop feeding? Because silence isn't weakness, silence is selection. It's you choosing. I'm not spending my energy here. I'm not reacting today. I'm not proving myself to someone who doesn't deserve access to me. Silence is not empty. Silence is a decision, and that decision changes everything. Let's talk about chasing. Chasing people. Chasing validation. Chasing quick success. The more you chase, the more it runs. Not because you're unlucky, but because desperation has a smell. And it doesn't attract anything valuable, it pushes it away. You can't build respect by begging for it. You can't build love by forcing it. You can't build success by panicking. The moment you stop chasing, you start attracting. Not because the world becomes nicer, because you become centered. Look, there's a difference between quiet and hidden. Quiet is not fear. Quiet is strategy. Quiet means you're working when people are watching Netflix. Quiet means you're building skills while others are building opinions. Quiet means you don't announce your next move, because you learned something. Not everyone who asks about your plans is supporting you. Some people ask just to compare. Some ask just to copy. Some ask just to plant doubt. So you protect your vision. You build in private. And you let results do the talking. Because results don't need explanations. Now let me give you a simple test. Stop calling first. Stop explaining. Stop trying to fix everything. Just watch. Watch who shows up. Watch who respects your boundaries. Watch who values you even when you're not entertaining them. Silence reveals truth faster than any conversation. It removes masks. It forces reality. And yes, it might hurt. But clarity hurts once. Confusion hurts every day. Some people confuse patience with weakness. They think being calm means you don't care. Number, patience is discipline. It's control. It's the ability to sit still, without losing your mind, while your future is being built. Because real growth is underground first, like a seed. You water it, nothing happens. You wait, nothing happens. You keep going, still nothing. And then one day, it breaks the surface. And everyone calls it overnight success. But you know the truth. It was never overnight. It was quiet work. It was repeated effort. It was discipline. You want to be dangerous? Stop reacting to everything. Stop arguing with strangers. Stop proving yourself to people who wouldn't clap even if you won. Your life isn't a debate, it's a build. Every time you stay calm when someone wants you emotional, you win. Every time you stay focused when the world wants you distracted, you win. Every time you stay consistent when your body wants comfort, you win. That's how power is created. Not in loud moments, in controlled moments. And there's one more thing. When you're always available, people stop valuing your presence. Because free things get treated like they're free. But when you step back, when you stop giving access to your energy, your absence teaches lessons your words never could. Not to punish, not to manipulate, but to protect your peace. Because you are not here to be used. You are here to grow. So here's your reset. Talk less, observe more, explain less, execute more, chase less, build more. And if you're working on something big, keep it quiet. Because the loudest person in the room is usually fighting to be seen. But you don't need to be seen. You need to be built. One day, they'll ask, "When did you change?" And you'll say nothing. You'll just smile. Because the answer was never in your words. The answer was in your discipline. And that's the real flex. Not attention. Not applause. Control. Stay quiet. Stay consistent. And let your results introduce you.